Good evening, everyone. Welcome to MBA Karo. Today we are going to have a marathon session on CMAT static GK, and we will have like in multiple parts because static GK is very vast. So I have decided to do it in three parts, and we will have 100 questions each. Okay, which some students often ask, is this sufficient? Is that sufficient? See, nothing is sufficient in GK, but what is important is knowing the relevant things. So in today's this video, we are going to have a quiz on 100 questions that will cover history and geography. Okay. So I already uploaded a video on ancient history. So today we will have medieval history and modern history and geography, both Indian geography as well as international geography. Okay, so that will give you an idea that what kind of questions you can expect, what are the things that you need to read on. So wherever applicable in whichever question, I'll tell you that these are the things you must study. ये क्योंकि हर चीज एक चीज कराने में तो बहुत like it is very vast, right? GK is very vast. So but we will cover the things that are relevant and could be some probable questions that you can expect or similar questions on similar lines. Because exact question तो बहुत tough है, right? Unless you practice thousands of questions. Okay, so we will see that. So please don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends. And if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. In case you are targeting CMAT and are looking for mock tests, there were some students who were asking me that they had taken some other mocks. उन्हें MBA करो के mocks के बारे में नहीं पता था और उन्हें और mocks दिए पसंद नहीं आए, right? So we have slashed the price further, right? It is now just available for 200 rupees. 200 rupees is nothing. Okay, you can get 10 mocks for it, and like all sections as per the CMAT pattern, covering different aspects. Okay, I and you GQ, it is quite good. You will find it uh, well as per the CMAT pattern. Okay, so as I said that we are going to have this session which will have 100 questions. Okay, so abhi, I'll give a minute for you to join and maybe you can pick some, like you can do anything for counting. ठीक है, तो लास्ट तक देखना तभी फायदा, राइट? सो काउंट योर स्कोर आउट ऑफ 100. सो इट हैज 100 क्वेश्चंस, एग्जैक्टली 100 क्वेश्चंस. आज पार्ट 1 है, कल पार्ट 2 आएगा, परसों पार्ट 3 आएगा. सो दिस वे वी विल कवर डिफरेंट टॉपिक्स. ठीक है, तो 100 क्वेश्चंस एट द एंड, काउंट योर स्कोर एंड आई विल टेल यू द मीटर की what does this suggest, that what is your score, and like based on your score, what category would you fall into. Okay, see, out of 100, it is next to impossible to get 80 plus. Okay, very very rare chance. Because अगर आप genuinely बात करो पेपर अटेम्प्ट करने की, बहुत रेयर चांस होता है. ठीक है, अगर आप 70-75 भी कर लो तो बहुत अच्छा स्कोर है. सिमिलरली इन द एग्जाम ऑल्सो, like if there are 20 questions in GK, even if you happen to manage to cross 15, right, that's a very good number. Okay, so count your score. So shall we begin? So comment yes or begin if everything looks okay. Shall we begin? So comment करो और फिर हम start करते हैं. All right, so let's begin with the first question. So we are starting with medieval history. Okay, who completed the Qutub Minar? So easy question to start with. Important monument in India, and if you've been in Delhi, might have visited Qutub Minar also. ठीक है, कमेंट करते जाना और अपना स्कोर भी काउंट करते रहना. बलबन, अलाउद्दीन खिलजी, कुतुबुद्दीन ऐबक और इल्तुतमिश. So Qutub Minar, like from the name Kutubuddin Aibak, right? He was the starter. Okay, Kutubuddin Aibak started this, but it was completed by Iltutmish. Kutubuddin Aibak ने start किया था, but he died midway. Okay, so it was completed by Iltutmish. Okay, next question: which Delhi Sultan resorted to price control and rationing? So सबसे पहले Delhi Sultanate, like when we talk about medieval history, read about Delhi Sultanate and Mauryan Empire. Like लिस्ट आ जाती है अलग अलग डायनेस्टीज की, स्टार्टेड विद स्लेव डायनेस्टी, खिलजी डायनेस्टी, तुगलक डायनेस्टी, डिफरेंट डायनेस्टीज existed. Like you never know what question might come up in the examination. So I have compiled some of the questions that might be relevant for the exam. Yes, the right answer is Alauddin Khilji. The first battle of Tarain was fought between Muhammad Guri and. Now, this is important in Indian history. First battle of Tarain. Because it was the first time when like foreign invaders came to India. Okay, पहली बार foreign invaders आए थे. Muhammad Guri was the first of the foreign invaders that invaded India, and बहुत famous है, right? If you watch this movie also, Prithviraj Chauhan. So Prithviraj Chauhan is the right answer. यहाँ आप आंसर कर सकते हो, यहाँ पे not necessary to skip, right? Just to see, but in the examination, ensure that you mark only if you know the answer. Okay, now this is like if you have studied history, थोड़ा बहुत history याद होगी बचपन की, ये याद होगा. The Delhi Sultan who transferred the capital from Delhi to Daulatabad was. He was a fickle-minded ruler. ठीक है, उसे सन की राजा कहते थे. And if you watched Chak De India, okay, and like उसमें वो एक जो कोच को बुलाती है, एक प्लेयर होती है ना, वो कोच से कहती है कि उसके लिए जो नाम रखती है, आई हैव गिवन यू द हिंट आल्सो. Okay, so the right answer is Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Okay, so he was a fickle-minded ruler. He decided to change the capital. Like Delhi was the capital, Delhi Sultanate, right? So he decided to shift the capital. So on the way, there were a lot of soldiers who died. Okay, because of some transportation नहीं था, and there were some other challenges, right, to go into the Deccan part. And then they returned, and on the return, way also a lot of uh, like soldiers and army was lost in it. Okay, so that is Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So he's infamous for this thing. Okay, for this foolish acts, that transferring the capital, taking entire fleet with him. Which dynasty ruled the Delhi Sultanate after the slave dynasty? So, I mean, from this, I would like to suggest that like read about the dynasties of India. Like you will get the entire list, which all dynasties were present in India. Okay, and the important rulers. Okay, तो क्योंकि बहुत ज़्यादा list नहीं है, so maybe this would help you. So which was the second dynasty? So slave dynasty was the first one. Next one was Khilji dynasty. Okay, slave dynasty आई थी सबसे पहले. This कुतुबुद्दीन ऐबक and all. Then came the slave dynasty. Slave के बाद खिलजी आई थी. The Battle of Plassey took place in which year? So there were some battles like Battle of Plassey, Battle of Buxar, okay, Battle of Panipat, first battle, second battle, third battle. तो ये जो important battles हैं, ठीक है, मतलब you can search for important battles in India और उनके ईयर देख लो किसी न किसी एग्जाम में. अब तो जीके काफी कम एग्जाम में रह गई, पहले से काफी एग्जाम होते थे. दे यूज्ड टू आस्क जीके, इवन स्नैप यूज्ड टू आस्क जीके. Okay, so something or the other you will get question on. Yes, the correct answer is 1757. ठीक है, चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की ओर बढ़ते हैं. Which Mughal emperor built the Red Fort in Delhi? Now, another important thing, like as I said, that I'll keep telling you what are the things to read, like important dynasties in India, okay, and important battles in India. Now, monuments, Indian monuments and their buildings. लाइक जैसे अभी कुतुब मीनार के बात की रेड फोर्ट वाज बिल्ट बाय हिम. Okay, he built the Taj Mahal as well. Yes, Shahjahan is the right answer. Who was the first woman ruler of Delhi? And in fact, the only female ruler India had, the entire, you would say that the major part. Like there was dynasties that had female rulers, but yes, the answer is Razia Sultan. Yes, it is right. So most of you got this one correct. The Mughal painting reached its zenith during the reign of which Mughal emperor? अभी थोड़ा हिस्ट्री का कल्चरल एस्पेक्ट आ गया. So the Mughal paintings reached the peak. Zenith means peak. You can at least answer. अगर नहीं भी आता गलत भी होगा कोई बात नहीं. I mean एग्जाम में मत करके आना, but here at least you can comment and answer the questions. क्योंकि एग्जाम में होता है कि गलत होगा तो नेगेटिव मार्किंग होगी, राइट? ओके, गेस करो. यस, योर गेस इज करेक्ट. जहांगीर इज द राइट आंसर. All right, so let's move to the next question. The Bhakti movement originated in which region of India during the medieval times? North. Bhakti movement. Which region of India? Okay, so actually it originated in South India. Uh, it was basically Kerala and Tamil Nadu, and later it spread to Maharashtra and other states also. So it started originated in South India during that the medieval times. I hope you are enjoying this quiz, right? So please don't forget to like this video. We are going to have 100 questions in this quiz, so stay tuned to the end. Let's move on to the next question. Who wrote the famous epic poem Padmavat? So अगर स्टैटिक जीके प्रिपेयर करो तो ये भी कर सकते हो कि फेमस ऑथर्स ड्यूरिंग द मिडिवल इंडिया. Okay, yes, Arvind Kumar, you are correct. The right answer is Malik Mohammad Jaisi. ठीक है, ये ज्यादा लोगों को नहीं पता होगा, कम लोगों को पता होगा, बट यस, गुड. Who was the Mughal emperor who issued the divine faith or Tawhid-e-Ilahi? Sometimes you can guess by like if you have read history in school, ठीक है, एक तो होता है कि पूरा ही भूल गए, एक होता है कि ठीक है फैक्ट्स भूल गए, बट थोड़ा थोड़ा कुछ कुछ याद रहता है. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल डिवाइन फेथ, मतलब जो थोड़ा इनमें से अच्छा रूलर माना गया होगा. ठीक है, इंडिया में अच्छा रूलर कौन सा माना जाता है? Like among the Mughals, who is considered as the best ruler? Best in the sense ki like good with uh, good with uh, people and all, right? So Akbar. I mean that's a guess, way to guess. Okay, so it was started by Akbar. Which fort did Shivaji famously capture by scaling its walls with the help of his trusted general Tanaji Malusare? शिवाजी ने कौन सी फोर्ट कैप्चर की थी? रायगढ़? नो, इट इज सिंहनाथ फोर्ट। स्टैटिक जीके में ये होता है, आता है नहीं आता तो नहीं। आई मीन देयर आर सम फैक्ट्स व्हिच, सो medieval and ancient maybe less accuracy, but modern history mostly people are able to attempt. Okay, which Sikh guru was executed by the Mughal emperor Jahangir for refusing to convert to Islam and for his role in promoting Sikhism? So which Sikh guru was executed by Jahangir? गुरु तेग बहादुर जहांगीर के टाइम में नहीं था। गुरु तेग बहादुर वाज आई थिंक औरंगजेब, मतलब ही वाज लेटर। ओके, गुरु तेग बहादुर तो लाइक देयर आर 10 गुरुज। ठीक है, सो अर्जन देव वाज द फिफ्थ वन। ठीक है, गुरु नानक से स्टार्ट हुआ था, गुरु गोविंद सिंह वाज द लास्ट वन। ओके, गुरु गोविंद सिंह वाज टाइम ऑफ औरंगजेब। ठीक है, हाँ, तेग बहादुर वाज एग्जीक्यूटेड बाय औरंगजेब, यस ही वाज आल्सो किल्ड। द राइट आंसर इज गुरु अर्जन देव जी, and he was the first Sikh martyr, like the first Sikh guru to be killed. Okay, during the reign of which ruler Ibn Battuta came to India? Ibn Battuta, where did he come from? He was from Morocco. ये मोरक्को एक कंट्री है, पता होगा आपको? Yes, he is from Morocco. So where is this country located? Like कभी कभी ऐसे पूछ सकते हैं कि ये कंट्री कहाँ की है? That's in Africa. Morocco is a country in Africa. He was an African traveler. ठीक है, इब्न बतूता, यू माइट हैव हर्ड हिज नेम लाइक समवेयर और द अदर, मतलब कभी कभी नाम सुना होगा ऐसे। हिस्ट्री में कुछ कुछ नाम तो याद रहते हैं ना, राइट? वी मे नॉट नो एग्जैक्टली, बट मस्ट हैव हर्ड। सो ही वाज इन द पीरियड ऑफ मोहम्मद बिन तुगलक। Yes, Arvind Kumar, you're right. So Arvind seems to have good general awareness of history. So Arvind, do attend the subsequent sessions also on static GK. Let's see that how good you are with other topics. So GK, I guess your GK is good. Krishna Dev Rai wrote his famous work uh, Amukya Mala Malyada in which language? कृष्ण देव राय, नाम सुना है कृष्ण देव राय को? Okay, not Tamil, not Kannada, it is Telugu. And the right answer is Telugu. Okay, next question. The remains of Vijayanagar Empire can be found in. Now, this is an easy one. Maybe some of you must have been to this place also. Yes, the right answer is Hampi. Okay, बाकी एक like other monuments in this, like Bijapur mein there is fort. Okay, Golconda also a fort place. Okay, this Vijayanagar Empire was This remains are found in Hampi. During the reign of which Sultan did Genghis Khan attack India? See, marks you can expect that we can't say, right? That will depend on the paper. Okay, but geometry you may get a question. DI not necessary that you may get or not get. But that's fine. Like whatever you have covered, it is fine because in last 2 days you cannot build anything. Last 2 3 days. हाँ बस theorems और formula देख के जा सकते हो. At least you can attempt those. The mensuration के formula and all. Genghis Khan, when did he attack? Like under whose rule? So this was during the period of Iltutmish. The first battle of Panipat took in which year? So these battles of Panipat, there were three battles of Panipat. As I said, that battle of Buxar, battle of Plassey, battle of Panipat. Okay, all these battles know their years. कौन से year में होते हैं? Because किसी न किसी exam में ये टकरा जाते हैं ये वाले questions. Okay, if they happen to ask these. So first battle of Panipat, yes, the right answer is 1526. ये first था. सेकंड हुआ था 1556 में एंड थर्ड हुआ था 1761 में थर्ड वाला हुआ थ्री बैटल्स ऑफ पानीपत ऑलराइट सो लेट्स मूव अहेड हु इंट्रोड्यूस्ड दीन ए इलाही ओके ये लोगों को सबको पता होगा यस द राइट आंसर इज अकबर okay so in case you are preparing for CMAT and are looking for mock test our mock tests are now available just for 200 rupees okay in case you are done with other mocks and the last 3 4 days you wish to maximize your practice you can avail them the link is given in the description of this video Rana Pratap belonged to which clan of the Rajputs? Rana Pratap belonged to which clan of the Rajputs? So I just thought that let's put questions on famous uh, like warriors of India, like we did for Prithviraj Chauhan. So Rana Pratap also is a famous. Yes, he was a Sisodia. Yeah, so if someone hails from Rajasthan would be knowing about this. Where is the tomb of Jahangir situated? ठीक है वैसे तो सबके होंगे टोम बट इन सबके थोड़ा फेमस है बाबर स्टोम हुमायूं स्टोम अकबर स्टोम शाहजहां देखो हुमायूं स्टोम इज इन दिल्ली ठीक है बहुत बड़ा है देखा होगा मतलब इफ आई बीन टू दिस प्लेस कई बार आपने फोटो देखी अकबर यस इज लाइक दीज टू आर इन आगरा बाबर का है काबुल में एंड जहांगीर का है लाहौर में नहीं बाबर वाज इन अफगानिस्तान काबुल एंड जहांगीर वाज इन लाइक लाहौर और औरंगजेब का औरंगाबाद ओके दैट वन कैन नो who was the 10th and final human guru of Sikhism, and he declared the Guru Granth Sahib, the holy scripture, as the eternal guru of the Sikhs. He was the 10th guru of Sikhs. So Sikh students, they would obviously know the answer, but others also should know. So there were 10 gurus. Okay, most important, I mean all were important. Okay, एक जैसे maybe Guru Tegh Bahadur, and of course Guru Nanak was the first one. Guru Tegh Bahadur, Arjan Dev, and all these are important. Yes, the right answer is Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Right, so he was the 10th guru, and then he said that like we will not no longer have human gurus, so Guru Granth Sahib will be the ultimate guru of Sikhism. Guru Tegh Bahadur was eighth, not eighth and ninth, but ये मुझे पूरा पूरा order याद नहीं है. The famous medieval Indian poet Amir Khusru was associated with which Sufi saint? Okay, ninth. Okay, Tegh Bahadur must be ninth. Amir Khusru. I guess Chishti. So there will be certain questions like this you will expect in the examination wherein like it would be very random, right? Static GK is very random. It can be anything. The right answer is Nizamuddin Walia. Okay. All right. Let's see the next question. Tipu Sultan is famously known as the Tiger of Dash. ये तो सबको आना चाहिए. So some questions I consider in static GQ also very easy ones. Like जैसे वो जो battles की बात करी थी मैंने different battles कौन सी ईयर में थे because people generally know this, right? Tipu Sultan, have you heard of him? Like you should know famous ruler of Karnataka which was formerly known as Mysore. So Tiger of Mysore, correct answer. And Karnataka was also known as Mysore previously. ठीक है कर्नाटका नाम तो 1973 में आया था. Previously it was called the state of Mysore. The founder of the Indian National Congress was, now we are now coming to uh, modern history. ठीक है, now we did some questions on medieval history. Let's do modern history questions. ठीक है, modern history में लोगों की accuracy ज़्यादा रहती है, knowledge सही रहती है लोगों की. Okay, so okay, so I guess ये तो सबको पता होगा. Yes, the right answer is A.O. Hume. I mean इसमें थोड़ा बहुत controversy रहती है. कुछ लोग कहते हैं see A.O. Hume was the founder. Okay, I mean there were a group of people he is considered as the founder. He was the first president. इस क्वेश्चन को लेके कंट्रोवर्सी रहती है, but wherever you see this question the answer will also be always be given as A.O. Hume. Okay, W.C. Banerjee was the first president of Indian National Congress. Okay, so Indian National Congress was established in 1885 in Mumbai. The non-cooperation movement was called off by Gandhiji due to. So non-cooperation movement कब बंद हुआ था? Which incident? Which of these incidents? So there was a famous incident, right? So चौरी चौरा incident हुआ था. It is near Gorakhpur. So वहाँ एक पुलिस स्टेशन जला दिया था लोगों ने, right? So गांधी जी said that we will fight with peace, right? Yes. So there were like several policemen were burnt there. Okay, and the farmers did a protest, and then he had to call off this non-cooperation movement. Okay. So this was earlier, इसका नाम था चौरी चौरा कांड, then they changed it to चौरी चौरा incident. The social reform movement Arya Samaj was founded by which of these persons? Okay, so Indian social, like do read about these Indian social movements. किसने कौन सा movement चलाया था? Okay, there are different like सत्य शोधक समाज, आर्य समाज, okay, ब्रह्मो समाज. So ये तीन चार हैं. So Swami Dayanand Saraswati is the right answer. Okay, he started Brahmo Samaj. Jyotirao Phule and Savitribai Phule, they started Satya Shodhak Samaj, and Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar was क्या क्या था? Like his contribution was mainly for this uh, widow remarriage. Okay, widow remarriage, Raja Raman. I mean, sometimes it is confusing also कि widow remarriage राजा राममोहन रॉय ने किया था, ईश्वर चंद्र विद्यासागर ने किया था, or some. So these were the like reform movements by these. Partition of Bengal took place in which year? Now these are important dates in Indian history. Yes, so 1905 is the right answer. Okay, so I hope you are enjoying this session. So please do like this video and please keep calculating. जो शुरू से देख रहे हो तो कर ही रहे होंगे, जो लोग नए ज्वाइन हुए हैं वो स्टार्टिंग से वीडियो देख सकते हैं बाद में और अपना स्कोर कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Who introduced the doctrine of lapse? So what was in doctrine of lapse is uh, like it was. So, like doctrine of lapse was started by Lord Dalhousie. Okay, so it says that basically this doctrine said that if let's say uh, a ruler does not have a son heir, okay, if a ruler does not have a son, so there is there is no heir to the uh, throne. Okay, so uh, that state would be automatically lapsed to the British Empire. ठीक है. So it was widely मतलब ऐसे ब्रिटिशर्स के बहुत सारे रूल होते थे. ओके, सो जिनके अंडर वो इंडिया पे कंट्रोल करते, सो दैट वाज अ रूल, राइट? इफ अ रूलर डज नॉट हैव अ सन, so his empire will be automatically lapsed to the British Empire. Okay, so that was known as doctrine of lapse. So it was started by Lord Dalhousie और एंड किया था लॉर्ड कैनिंग ने. Okay, so when Lord Canning became the viceroy, okay, he ended this like 1958 या कौन से ईयर में एंड किया था. So it was existing for some years. Okay, Lord Canning when he became the viceroy, he ended this doctrine of lapse. The Rowlatt Act of 1919 was enacted by the British to what? Doctrine of Rowlatt Act. Rowlatt Act पता है ना, that जलियांवाला बाग इंसिडेंट, लाइक उसके प्रोटेस्ट में हुआ था. जनरल डायर he gave that. सो रॉलेट एक्ट के प्रोटेस्ट में हुआ था जलियांवाला बाग इंसिडेंट. So what was it meant for? So Rowlatt Act was basically to curb the freedom of press. Okay, so they wanted to suppress the Indian press uh, because that time, like आज के डेट में तो कर ही नहीं सकते. आज को सोशल मीडिया यू कैन नॉट स्टॉप. बट दैट टाइम इफ यू स्टॉप द प्रेस, इफ यू स्टॉप द फ्रीडम ऑफ प्रेस, then people, because the press were they were instigating the people for uh, this national freedom. Okay, so they this Rowlatt Act was enacted so that this could suppress the press. The Simon Commission was appointed in which year to discuss constitutional reforms in India? Simon Commission. Must have heard that slogan, Simon Go Back. सो इम्पोर्टेंट डेट्स, मतलब ये आपको आप सर्च करोगे आपको कोई साइट मिल जाएगी. इम्पोर्टेंट ईयर्स इन इंडियन हिस्ट्री, इंडियन फ्रीडम हिस्ट्री ऐसे करके. सो यू विल गेट द लिस्ट ऑफ ईयर्स. तो ये देख लेना कौन कौन से इम्पोर्टेंट इवेंट्स हुए थे. ओके, सो दिस साइमन कमीशन वाज अपॉइंटेड इन 1927. ठीक है. 1942 में क्रिप्स मिशन आया था. सो साइमन 1927 में था, क्रिप्स 1942 में था. सो 1900 से लेके 1947 तक जो जो इम्पोर्टेंट ईयर्स हैं, हर साल कुछ ना कुछ हुआ था. सो दैट एनीथिंग माइट बी आज देन, many of these are important ones. Okay, so the Lahore session of the Indian National Congress in 1929 is famous for what declaration? लाहौर किस लिए फेमस था? लाहौर सेशन ऑफ 1920. सिविल डिसोबीडियंस तो हाँ उसी अराउंड आया था, but that is not the right answer. Yes, Purna Swaraj is the right answer. So Purna Swaraj, that was the first time total independence was the motto was given in this Lahore session. In which year was Mahatma Gandhi the president of the Indian National Congress? So there was one time when Mahatma Gandhi also became the president of Indian National Congress. Now CMAT typically asks such random questions wherein like जो ऐसे मेन मेन चीजें हर कोई पढ़ता है, जो नॉन कॉमन सी चीजें होती है जो लोग नहीं पढ़ते. So he became the president of Indian National Congress just once. Only one time he became. That was in 1924, right? And that was Belgaum. Yes, correct. Belgaum in Karnataka. Well, that was the only time he became the Congress president. Who was the last Viceroy of India and the first Governor General of India? ये तो easy है. I expect all of you to answer it. जो सबको आना चाहिए, ये नहीं आता तो फिर वो तो बिलो एवरेज वाली कैटेगरी हो जाएगी अगर आपको ये नहीं आता. So there were only two governor generals in India. Okay. So last viceroy was Lord Mountbatten. फिर इंडिया को इंडिपेंडेंस मिल गया था, तो वाइसरॉय की जगह their title changed to Governor General of India. Okay. And who was the second Governor General of India? Second कौन था? Yes, चक्रवर्ती राजगोपालचारी. Okay, he was the second Governor General of India, and then post that फिर तो president बनने शुरू हो गए थे. Okay. Who designed the flag on which the initial Indian national flag was based? So initial जो national flag था, that was based on who was the designer of this? Yes, Rajgopalchari won the Bharat Ratna in 19. सो ये अगर फैक्ट पता है, दिस इज एन इम्पोर्टेंट फैक्ट टू नो। ऐसी चीजें कुछ पता होनी चाहिए अबाउट सच इम्पोर्टेंट पीपल। यस, द राइट आंसर इज पिंगली वेंकैया। ओके, करेक्ट। The Quit India movement was launched in. Now this might be one of the easiest questions, क्योंकि ये कई बार सुना होता है। क्विट इंडिया मूवमेंट के बारे में बहुत बार आता है। इट्स वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट इवेंट्स। So it was launched in 1942. 42 is the right answer. Okay, next question देखते हैं. Who was the youngest Indian freedom fighter to be hanged? Now this is an interesting question. Like uh, I was just going through these facts and came across this question. Who was the youngest Indian freedom fighter to be hanged? A या B? देखो, भगत सिंह और सुखदेव देवर 23, 22, 23. I think Sukhdev and all these were in the range 22, 23. ठीक है, भगत सिंह 23 के थे and these were 22 years, Sukhdev Rajguru. So then this person, ठीक है, चंद्रशेखर आजाद, his actual name is चंद्रशेखर सीताराम तिवारी। ठीक है, तो आजाद तो वैसे भी like it's a like he used that surname for himself, Chandrasekhar Azad, because he wanted to call himself free. Okay, so his name was Chandrasekhar uh, Sitaram Tiwari. So he committed suicide. Right? We will not call it a commitment of suicide. He was basically he was in the Azad Park. He was surrounded by Britishers. So he did not want to be caught by the Britishers. So he killed himself with a shotgun. Okay. So the right answer is uh, like Khudiram Bose. He was just 19 years of age when he was hanged. Okay. Yes, he threw bombs on Kingsford. Okay, so he was 19 and they were like 20, 23, and Sukhdev was, I guess, 22 or 23 years. Like 23 complete नहीं हुए थे ऐसा कुछ था. So all these three people who were hanged in 1931 of similar age. The Indian National Congress split into two fractions, one led by moderates and the other by extremists during which session? So Indian, like you must have heard of moderates and extremists, right? Garam Dal and Naram Dal. So in which year did this split happen? Yes, it was during the Surat session in 1907. Correct answer. ये तो ऐसे जो इम्पोर्टेंट कांग्रेस के सेशंस हुए हैं और एनी सच इम्पोर्टेंट वंस, ओके, यू कैन जस्ट go through them. Okay, कि like 1906 में uh, this Muslim League was formed, 1905 partition of Bengal, okay, and all such important years. Who was known as the Grand Old Man of India? Easy one. There were some titles given to Indian freedom fighters. Read about these also, like titles given to Indian freedom fighters. तो मैं ऐसे कुछ कुछ ऐसा टॉपिक बता दे रहा हूँ जो आप गूगल में सर्च कर सकते हो, कि आपको कई साइटें मिल जाएंगी जिनमें लिस्ट होगी, जस्ट गो थ्रू दोस लिस्ट्स। सो लाइक जैसे शेर ए पंजाब है, फ्रंटियर गांधी है। सिमिलरली ग्रैंड ओल्ड मैन ऑफ इंडिया वाज दादा भाई नेहरू। ओके, okay, so in case you are looking for CMAT mocks, we have these available at just 200 rupees. You can just check it out in the link given in the description of this video. Raja Ram Mohan Roy is associated with which of these uh, organizations? ये तो अभी मैंने अभी बता दिया ऑलरेडी। अभी बताया मैंने आपको, राजा राम मोहन रॉय, ही इज एसोसिएटेड विद ब्रह्म समाज. The first session of the Indian National Congress was held in which city? So Indian National Congress first session was held in 1885. It was held in Bombay. Who founded the Independent Labour Party in 1936? Independent Labour Party. Who was the founder of that party? ये गेस कर रहे हैं लोग शायद, आई गेस, क्योंकि अलग अलग रिस्पॉन्सेस आ रहे हैं. द राइट आंसर इज बी आर अम्बेडकर. अम्बेडकर started this. Okay, so this also like जितने ये वाइस रॉय और ये सब हुए हैं, ये किसने क्या किया था, यू शुड नो दैट. लॉर्ड मैकाले वाज एसोसिएटेड विद व्हाट? So Lord Macaulay is like talked about this, uh, like इसे उसके लिए जाना जाता है, his education policies and all that was codification of laws. So he introduced that new education system. The practice of sati was abolished in India by which of these viceroys? Yes, so you know the year also, correct? Yes, Lord Bentinck, he abolished in 1829. Great that if you know the year also. Good to know. Which was the first Portuguese capital in India? So apart from your this thing, your Britishers, French, Portuguese, Dutch, they also were present in India. Right? In fact, Dutch came before English, and Dutch East India Company को पहले आ गई थी. ठीक है, Portuguese like लास्ट में गोवा में थे. ठीक है, पोर्चुगीज लाइक गोवा आपने सुना होगा, लिबरेशन ऑफ गोवा 1861, सॉरी 1961. ठीक है, सो गोवा वाज द कैपिटल लेटर, बट इनिशियली द कैपिटल वाज कोचिन. ठीक है, पहले कोचिन थी, देन इट वाज शिफ्टेड टू गोवा. ये फाइनली गोवा में थी. ठीक है, अपार्ट फ्रॉम पोर्चुगीज देयर वर फ्रेंच आल्सो. ठीक है, फ्रेंच कौन सी एरिया में थे, लाइक दे माइट आस्क मी, देयर वर सम अदर प्लेसेस आल्सो बाय पोर्चुगीज. ओके, सो फ्रेंच थे आपके पौंडीचेरी में. Portuguese also had significant places, and Goa was their capital. And initially, they had set up their capital Kochi. Later, they moved to Goa. All right, so let's see the next question. Who founded the Indian Reforms Association in 1870? So Indian reformers को मिला दिया सबको. Who was the founder of this Indian Reforms Association? Okay, so Raja Rammohn Roy was the main, like when you talk about Indian reformer, सबसे बड़ा नाम उनका आता है, but he did not form this thing. So it was Keshav Chandra Sen. He founded this Indian Reforms Association. That is the right. The famous Dandi March led by Mahatma Gandhi in 1930 was aimed at protesting against which law? ये तो easy है, I guess everyone should be able to answer this. ये तो सबका सही होना चाहिए. दांडी मार्च तो बहुत फेमस था. So do read about the different, do read about the different movements by महात्मा गांधी. ठीक है, लाइक सिविल डिसोबीडियंस मूवमेंट हो गया, ठीक है, क्विट इंडिया मूवमेंट हो गया, दांडी मार्च हो गया, ऑल दीज डू रीड अबाउट दीज कि कौन से किसकी वजह से होता है. द राइट आंसर इज सॉल्ट एक्ट. The Indigo Revolt of 1859 took place in which place? So it was by farmers. Indigo होता क्या था? Indigo was a, like if you've read history, मतलब of course everyone has read history in school. वो बात अलग है कि आप भूल जाते हो. So they were these were cash crops, right? So the Britishers forced Indians to produce uh, cash crops. Okay, so like the farmers revolted against this, and it happened in Bengal. करीब एक साल तक चली थी revolt. So the farmers of Bengal, they revolted against the British. Who were the leaders of the Khilafat movement? So Khilafat movement हुआ क्या था? There was like some like against the Ottoman Empire in Turkey. So World War One के बाद में there were some British policies. Okay, and like the Indians revolted against those policies. So they were Ali brothers, Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali. Okay, they were called Ali brothers. Okay, बाकी others have put bogus options. The first National Planning Committee was constituted by the Congress in 1938 under the presidency of who among these? Now this I expect like fewer people will be knowing the answer to it. जैसे कुछ होता है कि बहुत common question होते हैं, ये uncommon question है. So in this quiz I have had a mix of common as well as uncommon questions. Okay, the right answer is Subhash Chandra Bose. The Ryotwadi system of land revenue was introduced by which? Hmm. So in this, the like about the landowners. Okay, so like they would directly pay taxes. ऐसे करके कुछ बनाया था कि like there will be no जमींदार वो जो middlemen होते थे, those were removed. So it was done by Thomas Munro. Which British Governor General initiated the construction of the first railway line in India? Now Britishers, like mostly you would treat them bad. Okay, although they did some constructive work also, although that was meant for their own benefit, okay, which later was utilized by Indians. Okay, so railway line was one of those. वो अपने ट्रांसपोर्ट के लिए बनाए थे पर चला तो उनके टाइम से था. So the right answer is Lord Dalhousie. तो एक काम करना लाइक यू विल गेट ऑन विकिपीडिया इटसेल्फ यू कैन गेट लिस्ट ऑफ इंडियन वाइसरॉयज. ठीक है, और हर के उसमें लिखा होगा कि किस किस ने क्या क्या करवाया था, किस चीज के लिए फेमस है. ठीक है, तो ऐसे पढ़ लेना कौन सा वाइसरॉय किस चीज के लिए फेमस था. विच वाज द फर्स्ट मॉडर्न यूनिवर्सिटी एस्टेब्लिश्ड इन इंडिया. Okay, so they built universities also. In fact, some of the best schools, even now you see in some of the places, लेकिन यहाँ बड़े बड़े घरों के बच्चे पढ़ते हैं, right? So they were set up by Britishers. जो हिल स्टेशंस में होता है ना बड़े बड़े स्कूल, महंगे स्कूल, they were set up by Britishers. So they did, although that was only meant for their own people, okay, but they did some setup in India. First university कौन सी थी? So that is University of Calcutta. I think 1857 or 58 में बनी थी. That was the first university in India. The famous Dandi March, known as Salt Satyagraha, started from which place? This is an easy one. बस तो ये अगर ऐसा आ जाए तो लाइक 4 नंबर फ्री के है. This was in Sabarmati. So you will find some questions in GK जो बहुत obvious होंगे, जो most of the people would be knowing the answers to, and there will be some very random questions also. I mean, you can just cover random things because ultimately what is asked is very random. ठीक है, तो मतलब जरूरी है हिस्ट्री से, हो सकता है हिस्ट्री से 2-3 क्वेश्चन आए या हिस्ट्री से एक भी ना आए. It is good to know some general awareness. Apart from that, you will find very very random questions in CMAT. ठीक है, काफी random चीजें आती है. So, some things which you will be already aware of, some you may not. Okay, so I hope you are enjoying this session. So please do like this video and appreciate the efforts. Let's move to the next question. Who among the following leaders did not participate in the Quit India movement of 1942? इसको logically आंसर कर सकते हैं. लॉजिकली कर सकते हो उसे आंसर. देखो हिस्ट्री में मोस्टली फैक्ट पता होने चाहिए, कभी कभी लॉजिक भी लग सकता है. अगर मतलब लॉजिक भी वैसे नहीं, यू नो सम अदर फैक्ट्स. Who will not be able to participate? So, like Subhash Chandra Bose did not participate. He was back then building the Indian National Army. The Cripps mission arrived in India in which year? So अभी एक क्वेश्चन में मैंने बताया था क्रिप्स मिशन के बारे में. Yes, so it was in 1940. फिर उसके बाद क्विट इंडिया मूवमेंट की बात आती है. Who was the first female president of the Indian National Congress? First female president of Indian National Congress. Okay, now this is a tricky question. ठीक है, कुछ लोग सरोजिनी नायडू कह रहे हैं. द फर्स्ट फीमेल प्रेसिडेंट वाज एनी बेसेंट. फर्स्ट इंडियन फीमेल प्रेसिडेंट की अगर बात करें तो सरोजिनी नायडू आएगा. रिमेंबर द वर्ड एनी, द फर्स्ट इंडियन इज नॉट मेंशन. अगर इंडियन कहेंगे, राइट, सो इन दैट केस यू विल चूज सरोजिनी नायडू. right? But it says first female president, so that was Annie Besant. The Widow Remarriage Act was passed in which year? Widow Remarriage Act. Which year it wasn't passed? अब ये चीजें ऐसे like if you know you know, if you do not know you can't help, right? 1856. Correct. Who was the main leader of Aligarh movement? Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar initiated that thing, widow remarriage. So he was for this thing, widow remarriage. Raja Ram Mohan Roy was for Sati movement. He was for that. Main leader of Aligarh movement. Aligarh Muslim University के formation के लिए that is related to that. So Sayyid Ahmad Khan. That is the correct answer. The Congress president who conducted negotiations with Cripps in 1942 and Wavell at the Shimla conference was. Yes, the right answer is Abul Kalam Azad. Okay, so he was the person who was conducting the negotiations with Cripps. It was a Shimla conference, I suppose he was the one. Whom did Bal Gangadhar Tilak call the Diamond of India? Who was called the Diamond of India by Bal Gangadhar Tilak. I hope you have been calculating your score also कि कितना सही होता जा रहा है. The right answer is Gopal Krishna Gokhale. So next question देखते हैं. Who announced Queen Victoria as the crown of India? So जितने भी वॉइस रॉयज हैं, ठीक है, सो उनके बारे में पढ़ लेना किसका क्या कंट्रीब्यूशन रहा है. Yes, so every viceroy you will find something or the other they are known for. Okay, so this is Lord Lytton. ये शायद आई गेस आंसर लोगों को नहीं. Okay, let's see the next question. The Gandhi-Irwin Pact was signed in which year, leading to the suspension of the civil disobedience movement? So ऐसे गांधी-इरविन पैक्ट है, साइमन कमीशन है, लाइक उसमें बहुत सारी चीजें होती है, हर साल कुछ ना कुछ होता था. So Gandhi-Irwin Pact was signed in which year? कुछ केसेस में तो आपको डायरेक्ट ईयर्स पता होना चाहिए, right? Close options, हाँ, close इसमें close options. Yeah, so you have to have the right year, not 1931. madam. Okay, so in case you are targeting CMAT or someone else is looking for CMAT mocks, right? You can recommend our mocks to them. कुछ लोग होते हैं जिनने बाकी टेस्ट दे दिए और प्रैक्टिस करनी, so you can tell them they can get our mocks just for 200 rupees. The link is given in the description of this video. Okay, let's move to the next question. Okay, so now we are starting with geography. Okay, so history done. ठीक है, हमने मेन मेन चीजें लाइक कवर कर ली है इसमें. Okay, and this is we have primarily covered. So let's now cover this geography. Okay, so Brahmaputra river originates in which country? So it originates in China, basically Tibet में होती है. Because Tibet is considered as a part of China. So and that its name is ऐसे कुछ होता है, सांगपो है कुछ ऐसे रिवर का नेम होता है. When it enters India, it is called ब्रह्मपुत्र. उसके ऊपर सांगपो बोलता है river. Okay, next question. Which of the following is the largest freshwater lake in India? सांगपो. Largest freshwater lake in India. ये नहीं पता. Okay, so if you talk about the largest lake, this is the largest lake. ठीक है, all lakes. Then freshwater lake, the largest is Wular Lake. Okay, Sambar Lake is the largest salt water lake. Okay, so the right answer is Wular Lake. Which of the following Indian states is not part of the Western Ghats? Which of the Indian states is not a part of Western Ghats? Yes, Punjab is the right answer. ठीक है, तो महाराष्ट्र एंड बिलो उसके नीचे जो होता है, ठीक है, वो सारे वेस्टर्न घाट्स में आता है. आई थिंक गुजरात में भी पड़ता है थोड़ा पार्ट. एंड ऑल दीज स्टेट्स लाइक ये जो ये बेल्ट होती है ये वेस्टर्न घाट्स में आती है, राइट? इंक्लूडिंग तमिलनाडु इज ऑल्सो देयर, कर्नाटक इज ऑल्सो देयर, महाराष्ट्र एंड all these are included in western ghats. So Punjab is not in western ghats. The Indian highway NH44 connects which two Indian cities? So NH44 is the is a very important highway. Yes, Srinagar and Kanyakumari is the right answer. Okay, longest highway north and south. Regur soil is another name for which is called Regur soil. So guessing the answer, the right answer is black soil. ये कभी कभी ऐसे कुछ सॉइल रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन पूछे जा सकते हैं, राइट? यू नेवर नो, राइट? जैसे कॉटन कौन से सॉइल में होता है? कॉटन इज इन ब्लैक सॉइल. सो रेगुर सॉइल इज नोन एज, लाइक ब्लैक सॉइल का अदर नेम इज रेगुर सॉइल. Which state is known as the granary of India due to its high agricultural productivity? Granary of India, जहाँ से grains बनते हैं सबसे ज्यादा. The right answer is Punjab. Punjab is called the granary of India. Okay, next question. The National Green Tribunal was established in India in which year? National Green Tribunal. It was found in which year? So it basically deals with cases like you have courts, right? So National Green Tribunal deals with cases related to environment. Okay, so there are different tribunals. These are called tribunals. मतलब इसमें जैसे अब मान लो environment related case है तो वो ऐसे इन tribunals में जाता है. ठीक है. For example, there is National Company Law Tribunal. Okay, so if there are company matters, that will go to that court. Okay, so जैसे अब criminal है उनको वैसे normal court में ले जाते हैं. Okay, but like if environment related things are there, so they go to National Green Tribunal. It was formed in 2010. So tribunals are basically these kind of courts which deal with specific kind of cases. Okay. All right. So let's see the next question. The Great Indian Bustard, an endangered bird species, is primarily found in which Indian state? Okay. So do read about the animals and birds found in India. So Great Indian Bustard is an endangered bird found in Rajasthan. Next question. The Indian state with the highest forest cover as a percentage of its total area is. So which Indian state has the highest percentage of forest cover? Percentage wise. MP. See, MP has the largest area. Okay. The highest is Mizoram. MP has the largest area. मतलब area under forest. आई डो नॉट नो द स्टैटिस्टिक्स एग्जैक्टली कि कितना है मतलब बेसिकली एक का मतलब है कि देयर इज अ डिफरेंस बिटवीन परसेंटेज ऑफ एरिया एंड हाईएस्ट एरिया अलग चीज होती है लेट्स से एक है लाइक ये है 20 इसका एरिया है इसमें से 7 लाइक फॉरेस्ट है ठीक है एंड वन थिंग इज लाइक इसका एरिया 5 है इसमें से 4 फॉरेस्ट है सो इसका हाईएस्ट परसेंटेज हाईएस्ट है so that is what is meant by this question. Okay, so although the area wise it might be highest, but percentage wise, Mizoram is the highest. Okay, so understand the difference. कभी हो सकता है they might ask that which state has the highest forest area. Okay, not as a percentage. Percentage as mention होगा तो Mizoram. Otherwise, answer Madhya Pradesh. The Indian state with the highest number of tiger reserves is. So, which Indian state has the highest number of tiger reserves? Yes, the right answer is Madhya Pradesh. It has 6 tiger reserves. ठीक है कान्हा नेशनल पार्क पेंच पन्ना बंधवपुर 4 तो मुझे याद आ रहे हैं 2 और है 6 है आई गेस एंड हाईएस्ट नंबर ऑफ टाइगर्स आल्सो the maximum of 500 plus tigers are present in Madhya Pradesh itself. The Hirakud Dam is built across which river? Forest density is the same thing. Forest upon area. Hirakud Dam. So dams, मतलब geography में when I talk about dams, rivers, lakes, okay, all these things you should know. Okay, so Hirakud Dam is in river Mahanadi. Yes, it is in Odisha. Okay, next question. Which of the following is not a species of Indian deer? Not a species of. Many people have not worked hard on GK. See, GK is very, very vast, but yes, certain things that you must cover. So, in these sessions, we are going to cover those aspects कि जो probable हो सकते हैं. Like otherwise, uh, like you cannot predict what can be tested in GK. There are some examinations in which there is a certainty. Like जैसे बैंक एग्जाम होते हैं तो काफी लिमिटेड चीजें होती है वही आप करते रहो आपको पता है कि इनमें से आ जाएगा and here you have static GK which is very very random. So we are covering history geography today. Tomorrow we will cover some other topics. So like this we will have certain marathon sessions like this. Okay, so the right answer is Ghadial. Ghadial is for uh, like alligator. Okay. Okay, so in case you are looking for CMAT mocks, you can check them out. Which is the lowest altitude region of India? Yes, Ghadial is alligator. 15 upon 20, yes, it's a great score. Like if you get, uh, like, अगर आपका 10 12 आ रहा है that is good. 12 to 15 is great. 15 and beyond is just excellent. क्योंकि बहुत रैंडम आता जी के. Lowest altitude region of India. Heard of this thing? Okay, so this will be something new for you. Okay, Kuttanadu is a place in Kerala which is like around 2 meter below sea level. So that is the highest, that is the lowest altitude region of India. Which city is known as the city of lakes? Kuttanadu is in Kerala. Yes, Udaipur is the right answer. Fateh Sagar Lake hai, and there are several others also in Udaipur. Pichola is there. The Tapti River originates in which Indian state? No idea. Okay. So do read about some Indian rivers also, like where do they originate, where do they end. So Tapti River originates in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so Uttam Yadav, what is your comment? I'm responding to all the comments. If you have any queries, if there it is not related to this subject, then please don't ask it here. But if it is relevant to this subject, then you can ask. The highest peak in the Western Ghats of India is. So highest peak in Western Ghats. Okay, so you know the height also great. Yes, that is Anamudi in Kerala. But heights, मतलब CMAT ऐसे क्वेश्चन पूछ चुका है like statistic based. Okay, good to know that many people knew the answer to this question. Kunchikal waterfall, the highest waterfall in India, is located in which state? So highest is Kunchikal, then second highest is Jog Falls. Sometimes you can guess based on options also. Not in all questions, but sometimes in some questions you can guess using options. So Kunchikal waterfall, it is in Karnataka. The highest waterfalls in India. Uh, Jog Fall is the second highest या कुछ second highest कुछ और भी बोलते हैं. Yeah, that is also in Karnataka only. Which of the following is not a greenhouse gas? This is an easy one. Expect all of you to answer it correctly. So oxygen is not a greenhouse gas. The oxygen is beneficial to us. The Indian peacock, the national bird of India, is scientifically known as. What is the scientific name of Indian peacock? Okay, Panthera tigris तो टाइगर को कहते हैं. This is Pagocrystatus. The correct answer. All right, so let's see the next question. Which of the following is not a critically endangered species in India? So this is not a critically endangered. So pangolin होता क्या है? Some people are answering pangolin. What is pangolin? Pangolin is like a rare species. Pangolin नाम ही नहीं पता होगा ये लोगों को, right? Asiatic lion is not endangered. Lion है like Asiatic lions you have Greek forest ठीक है, where there are sufficient number of lions. So that is pangolin is a kind of rare lizard, right? Okay, these are all endangered species. Okay. No news of lion, correct. Asiatic lions is not critically endangered. Keoladeo National Park was formerly known as. I mean, if you know where this place, this national park is, probably you can answer this question. Yes, C. A और C में से ही होगा. कैसे गैस कर रहे हो? It's in Rajasthan. Yes, it is in Rajasthan. It is Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary. ठीक है, ये भरतपुर में सिचुएटेड है. केवलादेव So formerly it was known as Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary. Now it has been renamed as Kyola Deo National Park, which sea separates Europe from Africa. Okay, so now let us uh, do some world geography also. So Indian geography कुछ aspects. See the type of questions that you will get, like the ones that we have covered. Read about relevant information, relevant things related to it. Okay, so Indian lakes, rivers, okay, national parks, environment, etc. What I mean by that. So world geography, and these are very important ones. ठीक है, जो separations और connections है ना, important जो separate या कनेक्ट करते हैं, ये चीजें पढ़ लेना, कौन सी स्ट्रेट, कौन सा सी, ठीक है, किससे ट्रेड के लिए इंपॉर्टेंट से कौन से इंपॉर्टेंट, राइट, द प्लेसेस विच आर इंपॉर्टेंट with respect to trade. Okay, so do read these things, and the right answer is Mediterranean Sea. So how are continents separated, how are they connected, etc. Do read that. Lake Baikal, the deepest and oldest freshwater lake in the world, is located in which country? Straits, seas, and all these. Do read about them. Lake Baikal. Heard of this? The biggest lake in the world. Yes, Russia is the right answer. Russia is correct. Okay, next. The Panama Canal connects which two major bodies of water? So ऐसे जो connecting bodies हैं या disconnecting, separating water bodies, okay, you should read about that. Panama Canal. So it is the two largest oceans, Pacific and Atlantic Ocean. That is the significance of Panama Canal. The Danube River flows through which capital city? Yes, it flows through Budapest, the capital of. Okay, so in case you are looking for CMAT mocks, right, you can avail them just for 200, and you can check the link given in the description of this video to enroll in them. Which mountain range separates Europe from Asia? Okay, you are eliminating options. For eliminating options, also you should know the geography, right? मतलब of course ऐसे ही होता है कि like you know the geography, then only you can eliminate options also. अगर नहीं पता होगा तो कैसे करोगे? आल्प्स नहीं करते हैं. आल्प्स तो बेसिकली थोड़ा दूर है, राइट? द राइट आंसर इज यूरल माउंटेन्स. दे सेपरेट like Europe from Asia. Which continent has the maximum number of countries? So that's what, like if you have knowledge of these topics, then only you can eliminate also and do the guesswork also. अगर guesswork बिना knowledge करोगे तो गलत ही होगा. There will be some uh, questions which people get like right also, That is like having some knowledge. Which has the highest number of countries? No, people will say Asia, but Africa में ज़्यादा countries हैं. Yes, 53 या 54 है क्योंकि वो कम मतलब न्यू कंट्रीज की फॉर्मिंग जब मैं स्कूल में था तब 52 थी अब बढ़ गई होगी. अफ्रीका इज द हाईएस्ट नंबर ऑफ कंट्रीज. एशिया में शायद 45 है, राइट? 45 इन एशिया, 54 इन अफ्रीका और बाकी सब जगह तो ऑब्वियसली कम है. सो अफ्रीका इज स्मॉलर देन एशिया, बट अफ्रीका में देखो बड़ी कंट्री कौन सी है? ठीक है, गूगल पे एशिया नहीं होगा ना. हाईएस्ट नंबर ऑफ कंट्रीज गलत देख रहे हो. काउंट द नंबर ऑफ कंट्रीज, गूगल में सर्च करो कि एशिया में कितनी कंट्रीज हैं, अफ्रीका में कितनी. ठीक है, सो अफ्रीका क्लियरली हैज मोर नंबर ऑफ कंट्रीज. कई बार गूगल में हो भी सकता है, डिपेंड्स, राइट, कि कौन सी साइट में जाके देख रहे हो. इफ इट्स अ ट्रस्टेड सोर्स, एशिया में 47, ओके यस, अफ्रीका हैज मोर कंट्रीज बाय फार. ओके, अफ्रीका हैज स्मॉल कंट्रीज लाइक इन एशिया हैज बिग कंट्रीज लाइक रशिया, ठीक है, चाइना, इंडिया, इतनी बड़ी बड़ी कंट्रीज हैं. ठीक है, and Africa does not even have in the top maybe top 10 में भी नहीं होगी कोई कंट्री. ओके, सो आई एम नॉट श्योर कि टॉप 10 में है कि नहीं, बट डेफिनेटली इंडिया से बड़ी तो कोई भी कंट्री नहीं है अफ्रीका में. सो दे हैव स्मॉलर कंट्रीज. ओके, so let's see the next question. Lake Titicaca, the highest navigable lake in the world, is situated between which two countries? So Lake Titicaca is the highest navigable lake. Navigable means people can go there, and it's in South America. Is between which two countries? Here, typical world geography. No idea. Okay, so this is some question where people do not have much idea. Okay, you're getting so Arvind Kumar, your knowledge is great. Okay, yes, the right answer is Peru and Bolivia. Correct answer. Which island country in Southeast Asia is known as Land of a Thousand Islands? Acha, I'll tell you one thing, that what are these things called? These are called sobriquets. ठीक है, कई लोग क्वेश्चन तो करा देते बताते नहीं कि ये कैसे ऐसी चीजें कहाँ पढ़ने को मिलेंगी. ठीक है, जस्ट गूगल, गूगल में आप करो वर्ल्ड सॉब्रिकेट्स, इंडियन सॉब्रिकेट्स, पढ़ लेना, कभी ना कभी किसी एग्जाम में पूछा जाता है, राइट? सो आई हैव रेड ऑल दीज लाइक सॉब्रिकेट्स. तो कुछ कुछ ऐसे टर्म्स होते हैं लोगों को पता नहीं होता कि इनको बोलते क्या है. दिस इज कॉल्ड sobriquets. सो दिस इज बेसिकली लाइक टाइटल्स गिवन टू सिटीज, geographical places like cities, mountains, countries, etc. So you can just Google it. So another thing for you to read is sobriquets. हो सकता है किसी एग्जाम में पूछ ले. Okay, so the right answer is Indonesia, land of thousand islands. Okay. The Strait of Hormuz, a strategically important waterway, is located between which two countries? This is important. Like as I said, that Panama Canal and all these are important uh, geographical things. So, Strait of Hormuz, it is between which two countries? So, very important from international trade perspective. Okay, so some of you got it right also. This is Iran and Oman. Iran and Oman. That is the right answer. Which river forms the boundary between the United States and Mexico for a significant portion of its length? So we already had a session on IND. You can watch that, okay, in which we exhaustively covered different varieties of questions. Boundary between US and Mexico for a significant length. अब इसके तो यूएस और मैक्सिको की ज्योग्राफी बतानी चाहिए. कोलोराडो. Colorado is not correct. The right answer is Rio Grande. Lake Tanganyika is in which continent? By the way, in one of the mocks, I put a question like match the lakes with the continents they are present in. So this is in Africa. Okay, the city of Istanbul, straddling Europe and Asia, is separated by which strait? Okay, चलो ये straight नहीं पूछेंगे but ये पता होना चाहिए. There is a city in the world which is in two continents, right? So Istanbul is a city in Turkey, which is in Asia also as well as Europe also. Okay, it is between two continents. तो जो बीच में separation है, ठीक है, एशिया और यूरोप का, what is that strait called? So that is called Bosphorus Strait. That separates Istanbul into two parts. So one part is in Asia, another part is in Europe. Next question. The Gobi Desert, one of the largest deserts in the world, is primarily located in which country? ये पता होना चाहिए, like about the deserts. So do read about these different things like lakes, rivers, straits, okay, और oceans, seas, कौन से connect कर रहे हैं, कौन से disconnect कर रहे हैं. Okay, deserts के बारे में सबसे बड़ा is the largest desert is Sahara Desert. Okay, then Gobi Desert is another significant desert. It is in Mongolia. Where is Mongolia? You have any idea? Genghis Khan came from there. So Mongolia is like China. जैसे ये चाइना है, ये रशिया है, बीच में यहाँ पे मंगोलिया आता है. Okay. All right. What is the capital city of Nigeria? Okay, although I have not taken too many questions on. Uh, uh, हाँ, both China and Mongolia share the desert, but mostly it is in Mongolia. China में कम part है. That was the question, right? Majority of uh, primarily it is located in Mongolia. China में minor part. Yes, it is shared between these things. Okay, what is the capital city of Nigeria? So what I would suggest is, I mean, go through the capitals also. Okay, एक और topic है capital currency. I have not taken like specific quiz on capital and currencies. Okay, capital and currencies करके पढ़ लेना. You will get a list. इसके लिए मैं आपको ऐसे just in Wikipedia itself you will get the list. Okay. Accra is capital of Ghana. The right answer is Abuja. ठीक है, Accra घाना की है. This is of Nairobi is Kenya. रबात है, रबात किसकी कैपिटल है? Accra घाना की है, नैरोबी केनिया की है. रबात याद नहीं आ रहा. रबात भी मतलब अफ्रीकन कैपिटल है. So Nigeria capital is Abuja. मोरक्को, yes, मोरक्को की है. हाँ, मोरक्को की कैपिटल है. See, like there is no certainty कि किस तरह से कैपिटल्स पूछते हैं कि नहीं पूछते. पूछ सकते हैं, अगर पूछ ली कैपिटल पूछ ली, करेंसी पूछ ली, फिर आप कहोगे ये पूछते नहीं पूछते. सो जीके इज समथिंग व्हिच इज नॉट डिफाइंड, स्पेशली इन एमबीए एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशंस. एनीथिंग कुड बी आस्क्ड. समटाइम्स इट कुड बी मैच द फॉलोइंग. ठीक है. सो पिछले साल पूछा था, पिछले साल किसकी कैपिटल पूछी थी? पूछ लेते हैं, मतलब कैपिटल पूछ लेते हैं. The Strait of Gibraltar separates which two continents? There is nothing called same number of attempts. See, try to maximize the score. अगर safe number of attempts के चक्कर में पड़ोगे तो कुछ नहीं होना. Like it depends that how well you are prepared on three sections, which is quant, reasoning, and English. GK, as I said, that some are commonly known facts. If you do not cover that also, that is a big problem because random चीजें तो हर किसी के लिए random. Strait of Gibraltar, easy one. I mean, if you know geography. If you do not know geography, then so it will be a problem for you. So Europe and Africa are separated by Strait of Gibraltar. So इसलिए world geography ये सब चीजें भी cover कर लेना. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this quiz, and now the ones who have been watching from the beginning, I know a lot of you joined in between. जिनने बाद में ज्वाइन किया वो बाद में भी देख सकते हैं. दिस इज नॉट लाइक हार्ड एंड फास्ट रूल. ठीक है, जिनने स्टार्टिंग से देखा है एंड तक, लाइक इफ यू हैव काउंटेड योर स्कोर, दैट इज व्हाई आई टोल्ड यू दैट इनिशियली कि अपना स्कोर देख लो. अगर 70 प्लस आप स्कोर कर रहे हो, व्हिच आई बिलीव सम ऑफ यू मस्ट हैव डन. Okay, so you are excellent. No need to worry about it because 70, believe me, 70 plus बहुत रेयर लोग जाते हैं. I mean that out of 20, 14 to 15 क्वेश्चंस अगर आप कर ले रहे हो तो बहुत बहुत अच्छा स्कोर है. ठीक है, 50 to 70 if you do, that's great. ठीक है, 40 to 50 एवरेज है. अगर 40% से लेस स्कोर कर रहे हो स्ट्रैटेजी के में, दैट मीन्स यू आर नॉट प्रिपेयर्ड. Because most of the questions which we covered here were commonly known facts. ठीक है, और कुछ ऐसे थे जो random होते हैं. And in the examination you will find both things. There will be certain things which should be commonly known, like कौन सी strait है, कौन सा lake है, and all those things. There will be some things which will be very peculiar, okay, which are difficult to guess, and like even the best of the people may not be knowing those. Okay, so if you are able to score 14 to 15 in the exam out of 20, that is considered as a very good score. Okay, so don't worry about it. Focus on other three sections. उसमें conceptual clarity होनी चाहिए. इसमें अगर like 50 plus score भी आ रहा है, IND में भी आ जाएगा. ठीक है, IND में भी सही सही आ जाता है. Just cover as much as possible. That will definitely help. Okay, so in case you are preparing for CMAT and are looking for mock tests, and in case you purchase some other mocks and you're done with them, you can take ours as well. Okay, which are available for just 200 rupees. The link is given in the description of this video. So that's it for this session. I hope you enjoyed attempting this quiz. So please comment your score कि आप किस range में score किए इस quiz के according. So tomorrow we will have another quiz of similar type in which we will cover another category of questions. History, geography आज कर लिया, कल कुछ और करेंगे. Maybe Indian polity or some business and economy, and some other topics. Okay, so thanks for watching this video, and don't forget to like the video before you end the stream. And if you are not a subscriber of this channel, please do subscribe to the channel for great content on MBA preparation. Thank you and have a great day.